Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name's the Kind-Hearted Elf, and we're playing Rapid Chess. So, going for a King's Indian or Pierce defense. Forget what to call that. What's the Pierce technically, because it starts with the D6. Okay. Safe to play this. This. Okay. I think I can just castle. Can I play for this straight away? Takes. Yes. So, he can recapture with his knight, but that's fine by me. Breaks as soon as possible, so unless he forces me to consider something else, I think I do this. Captures. Do I play this? No. Okay. I figure he's looking for this fork, but I don't know. Doesn't seem to have many squares, so I think I can do this. Okay. Do I play this? feel as though I want to take his center, and I also want to weaken, well, take this square from his knight. So I want a pawn here. So if he were to recapture, I'd recapture with my pawn. If I have all the moves in the world, I think I could also look at like this, kicking his knight back here, and then playing a move like this, unless he plays, well no, he can't play that because I just recapture it, and then I'm threatening to take on this square. So this, so if he doesn't, well, we'll see what happens, but this, he goes back here, I play this. I'm not actually threatening to take his knight, am I? No, well, it's a pin. He can't move his knight. So he might do that. And then if I were to do this, he recaptures. Could also play, I imagine he wants to castle queenside. Yes, so he plays that move. So then do I push this? He goes back. Do I just take? I take, he takes. I take. Sorry. I take, he takes. I take. He takes. I then have that. But he will be... So actually I need to kick him back first. If I play this... I play this, put him back. Then I think this works. Because otherwise I think he threatens... well, no. Then this move here works, after my knight's out of the way. And then my bishop is doing what it wants to do in the position. Okay. Now let me quickly do this again. So if I take... He takes... No. I take. He takes. Okay. So I miscalculated that. But if I go here, does he take? Go here. Because if I go here, well, no, it still doesn't work. Because his queen is also defending. So this is... So I think this... He goes back here. Well, there's this. Threatening that. He'd have to go back here. Which I'm not sure if that's doing anything for me. Here. He goes back here. I can play this. Which again probably isn't doing anything. Unless he then went there or there to defend, and I've got this. He plays that to defend this piece. This is maybe inaccurate. Well, I would like to win his bishop if he doesn't move it. I mean, so he will. He can't go here or here. So it's here or here. If it's here, I don't really think I play this, because then he would play that, and then this idea, he will play this to defend. So none of those ideas are working. Wonder if this, or maybe this. Okay. Now I think this is stronger because it's hitting this and this. And if he recaptures me, well, that is something to worry about, because takes. sorry, takes, he takes. Could play takes. Well, no, if I go here, he takes. I think I can just take back with my queen and then continue developing. Is it worth putting a pin here now? Actually, you know what? I think if I go here, it stops any sort of chance of his king castling this way. Unless he plays his queen there. Actually, if he plays his queen there, he's defending both of those pawns. Wait, is this a place to play this? He has that, but then I can play that. Why wouldn't I play this move? If I play this, he can move here. I go here. He allows me to take that. This is attacked twice or 3 times. So maybe I do this first. Let's play, well, if I play this, I at least deflect his queen. I think. If she's here, that's one less attacker on this side. So then maybe this move works better. Then I could also play this, inviting the trade. Probably not that move. Although this. Interesting. Okay. So I would expect him to find this move defending both pawns. Okay. Is there any chance of me getting trapped here? I play this. He plays this. I do have that. I can probably drop away. Obviously, if he goes here, I can't take back. So, or take either of the adjacent pawns. But I think I can get here and then come home. Oh, I can't go to that square. But I could go here. Okay, he castles that side. I wasn't really expecting that. So now... Can I go here attacking this? He moves his queen, or he's... Go play this. He takes. Take. I need to develop. So I think this may work. I just need to be careful. If I go here, he takes, I take. He doesn't seem to have any tactics because I would win his rook. So I think just to develop here works. I can, if he doesn't play this, I can drop here, come across and, come across and try to, actually, oh no. Well, after that, I've got that. This pawn's undefended. This. Okay, he does play that. So now this. I think I can get home. If he has that, I don't. Oh no, I go here. He goes there. If he goes back, I've got this as well. So I think I can get out of here. It's scary though. He has this. Yep. Okay. He doesn't have this or this, so it's okay. Still think it makes the most sense to retreat. I'm just looking at, if I come here, that actually would be a cool move from him, I think. Because he can then take like this. I take, and he wins another pawn. Interesting. I think I want to force this break. Okay. Now I think if I go here, he comes down, I take, he takes, I take. So, or I could go here. And then I am also developing my knight. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Which of course hits his queen. Okay. Actually, probably a good move from him there. Or, sorry, maybe this way's better. Yep. That would be pretty cool. Then maybe I look to break on this side. In fact, I'm sure the engine will have said to play this move many times over. Actually, you know, if I grab this, okay, so what he's doing here is, okay, so if I take, he retakes. I take. Yeah, okay, I think this works. Wait, let me check. I take. He retakes. I take. I think he plays. This move. I do this. This. I think he's got tactics down there, but I need to play a move. Okay. Oh, I have this potentially. So if he plays, okay. That wasn't the move I thought he'd play. Maybe cross this way was better there. But here, think I can play this. He comes back here. I think he just takes this first. Maybe. This first. Okay. Oh, I have this as well, so, okay. He could just start ripping into my pawns. If he was to take that one, I think I play this to defend this one and then go for that. Wow. Okay. So here, that's 2 rooks that he's dropped this game. Captured by the same bishop. Okay. I was lucky that my opponent blundered a few times in that one, so let's see how the game was played from an accuracy perspective. 69.2 from me, 66 from my opponent. I didn't have any misses or blunders. I did have 4 mistakes and 4 inaccuracies, which I'm not surprised to read. I will be interested to know how many of those were this idea. Because I think in the end game I played... Wow, it's really interesting if you look at the evaluation. Sorry, so I said that before I looked. I thought I played well, and obviously that comes from him dropping. I'm gonna guess that's the rook blunder. Very interesting that he has 1 blunder when he... I thought he technically blundered 2 rooks. But we'll see. So... all standard moves. So the engine liked that. Could have played for this. Okay. Yeah, so I did have that thought after I played the move that maybe I should have been trying to break on this side instead. As I was already castled, I could win the open file. So okay, and it's not telling me to do that. Says it's a good move. I mean, the game plays on from there, but I do take immediate control of an open file. It's not super easy for him to attack this rook early on. So anyway, Interesting. So I did have that thought that I probably should have broken on the other side. So this move was just good. This was an inaccuracy. I should have just kicked the knight here. I did have the thought later on. And now it's saying to play this. So I guess it's sort of transposed a bit, but with his knight still there, if I play this, it's not telling me what's the best move for him now. Well, he doesn't have to play that. He could play this. That's not very good either. Okay. Continuing. He plays this. It's great. Back. Okay. That's what I wanted to play, so why didn't I? So after this... Okay, but why not this? And then if I take... That's a blunder. So... Okay. Takes... 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 Okay. Now that makes a bit more sense. I just did the calculations, like I take, why doesn't he just take back with the pawn? And then I don't have an idea anymore. It's still breaking his pawn chain though, I suppose. So it's equal material, but I break his pawn chain. Which is why it's telling to recapture with the knight there, I suppose, so that it's equal. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's something I should consider, and that I didn't consider, is there's value in just breaking his pawn chain as opposed to trying to win material. Okay, so it says that was the best move with the queen, which is good because the last few games I've struggled to get my queen off the starting square and have played really passive moves, which is something I know I shouldn't do. So I like moves like this and this. I don't want to do that anymore. I think at the level I'm at, I can probably play queen moves that are double attacking pawns. And just because of the positions that I'm ending up in. So here he plays that. I take. Maybe that was a bit greedy. The engine says I should have just developed. Okay. This move loses a pawn through that. Yeah. And I didn't realize this pawn was hanging for a very long time. So, okay, should have played this. I also didn't realize I could get to this square for a long time. So, okay. This. Say I play this though. Anyway, this comes up later. I think I could have played my knight there at some point later in the game, and it worked. Obviously, it's not working here. So he plays that. I move back. He takes. I move back. He doubles up. Okay, and it's saying to break here because... Okay. It's interesting. Oh yeah, attacking that, right. Okay. Yeah, he blunders his rook, which was good for me. So here... Oh yeah, true. I missed this. And I guess I was actually hoping that he would recapture this, but I overlooked. Okay. So that's exactly why in this position it was telling me to capture this, so I avoid that threat. Now, let me just go back. Here, I should have taken. And that's really probably the biggest lesson from this game. Because as you get towards the end game, I suppose, the closer this pawn is to here, the worse my life gets. I was lucky that he blundered this. So if you were to take, I go here. What about this move? Okay, yeah, that's a fork. Alright, sorry, sidetracked. So yes, I win his rook. If you look at the evaluation, I should have been losing after this move. So a positional misread from me. Although obviously at my elo and at my opponent's elo, he wasn't necessarily going to find all the best moves here. So that little sequence I just showed, you can sort of take with a grain of salt in terms of how it would have played out in this game. Shouldn't have gone back there. Could have just wanted tempo here. And I guess here I can start trading off pieces as well. No. Okay. So don't be too quick. Now, does that hang? Okay. I'm glad the game was over, because I'm gonna start blundering. I'm getting tired. Bad move. Because this is defended twice here. So if I were to play this instead. Okay. I'm not going to play suggested move. I'm not going to try to find alternative moves here, other than to say this is good for me to be aware of. I think I actually only moved this one over because I wanted this to be defended, neglecting the fact that it already was. So there are some inaccuracies sneaking in here. And again, I played a positional misplay. So here... Okay, so here queen down here is the best. Trades. Okay. Yeah, he's crushing me now on the evaluation if these moves did play out. So but here I'm still in it, and I still have an advantage. So if this happens, then I take, he takes. Do I play this next? No. So interesting. Okay. Some of my people that have been some of my viewers that have been watching the channel for a little while are probably proud that I traded queens. That's a habit that I've been needing to build, and so I actually did it this time. I think he miscalculated the fact that I win a free piece at the end of that. Or he just thought he's bringing in enough attackers here, and potentially this bishop, that he was winning. And yeah, this was the best move to retake. So I'm glad I didn't spend too much time looking at that. That is the sort of thing I'd take a long time looking at for it to be the best move. Which isn't to speak highly of myself. That's a flaw in my game. I'm very slow sometimes to play the best move. So I knew I was going to lose lose a rook here. I thought he was going to play it like this. Why wouldn't he do this? Takes. Okay. So in this position, I have much higher advantage, but okay, h7 was a mistake, and I realized that after the fact, that I probably should have gone to, that I should have gone to f8. Takes. a8 was, a5 was a mistake. Yeah, that was a miss. It's interesting. Oh, sorry. I've just realized why it's an inaccuracy and not a blunder, because the way that the engine reads a blunder is like a 2-point turnaround in advantage. But he clearly blundered a rook. So it's nice for me to get a win again. It's been a little while, so I'm happy about that. I didn't play with the most accuracy, although I did consider at least this move, which sorry, not that one. Which one was it? At this point, I was considering this for quite a while. And yes, probably should have played it. Yep. And then what was the other one? Sorry, this move here. I can see the logic in that. I realized quite late that he had he was winning my pawn. Well, I realized it before he played it, I think. But after I moved my queen, so before I moved the bishop, which is the point. What was his next move? It was obviously going to be this. What's that do? What's that change on the board? It means this is being hit. So if I were to do this, I can just retreat. My pawn's still safe. My position's better. So, cool that it likes this move, because I think having my queen on that square, to sort of, not to force the trade, but to enable it later on, was good for me. And then, sorry, the only other things I wanted to check were, this was a blind spot, so I didn't consider what would happen after this, which is, to be honest, that knight developed way too late in this game. I'd moved that knight twice. So yeah, I should have forced exchanges in the beginning. Yeah. Force the exchange in the beginning. I'm stronger long term, I think. So, and then, yeah, I don't want to see this knight developing so late. So I was just lucky that my opponent blundered it. Because here I should have lost against a better player. here, what was this one? Sorry. This, yes. Should have played this. And this one here. They're calling it a mistake, but why can't he just take my pawn? Oh. D5 is the only good move. Sorry, let me actually look into this, because if it's a mistake, I do need to know why. So this... Okay, sorry. I've done the wrong line. So if he played... Where did he have the option to do that? Here. This... Sorry, here. 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 I'm really confused as to why... If you've watched this far, please comment, let me know. Why is that so good? Not that line. Okay. I'll just let him... Oh, I eventually win the pawn back through all of the best moves being played. Okay. I think I get it. Yeah, I wasn't not seeing that many moves ahead. So yes, thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought of the game, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.